Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web at atlanticmedicalimaging.com. Atlantic Medical Imaging. Experience you can trust.
Toyota of Vineland. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
South Jersey's positive radio station is Pop FM 99.9, Power of Positivity, with local news, weather, and events in Gloucester, Salem, and Cumberland. Streaming online at popfm999.com. On Pop FM, you have the power to keep it positive.
We are a family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you. He knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us.
We're number 2 in the state, right? Yeah, stayed at 2 even with the loss of the Vineland. Because a lot of other teams, like Notre Dame, lost. Like a couple of the undefeated. Plus, it was like our first loss of the year. Everybody else won. Notre Dame lost Vineland? Yeah. Who they lose to? Let's see. They don't really play anybody, though. No, every sport is the same. They like have a super high record, and then they come here, or like another. Is that why they're always a good record with like the 17? Yeah. Like football happens every time, basketball happens every time, but like they beat up in whatever conference they play. Yeah, they're 15-1. They lost to Hammonton. It seems like every time they face a good team, they just lose. What's our record? 14-1. Might be 16-1. Yeah. All right, hear me good? Yeah, can you hear me? Yep. All right.
Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lavari Field on the campus of St. Augustine Prep in Richland, New Jersey for another edition of Hermits Baseball right here on the Hermits Broadcasting YouTube channel. Today we bring you another South Jersey matchup as the 16-1, number 2 in the state, St. Augustine Prep Hermits take on the 9-9 Hammonton Blue Devils.
Yeah, so Hammonton comes in at 9-9, but they got a couple good wins on their resume. They just beat EHT the other day, 5-1. Ended up losing on the return leg since the Cal's doing all these back-to-back games. But either way, if you don't show up, you're going to lose, like the Hermits saw against Vineland.
Absolutely, yeah. Hermits coming in with a first loss of the season this week. Of course, still in that number two in the state. So obviously, a couple of other teams near the top lost as well, and the Hermits still looking to bounce back from that one. Of course, they're making a good run in the Diamond Classic right now, a big win against Cherokee. So things still looking good for them in the long run.
Yeah, I mean, it's baseball. You're going to drop games as much as everybody wants to go undefeated. You're going to drop a game here and there. Vineland's a good team. They were good to split them is, you want to win both those games, especially if you're at the top of the Cal. But splitting them is a fine result. You're still 16-1. Like I said, the power point's there. You're still in a good shot to be first in non-public A. And like you said, if we're gonna drop one of the two games between Monday and Tuesday, I'd rather lose to Vineland on Monday than in the Diamond and Cherokee on Tuesday.
Absolutely. Breaking ball there from Cowser, grounded over to Taylor at second. He gets it easily, and one quick out for the Hermits. That was Matt McAleer batting for the Blue Devils. Matt Cowser on the mound today for the Hermits, the sophomore. So far this year, 6.2 innings pitched, 6 hits allowed, no earned runs, and 12 strikeouts.
Yeah, you can see the lineup here for Hammonton. He said McClear, Bagnell, West, Adamucci, Fields, Guerrera, Kalani, Bartz, and Elementa. So hopefully Cowser can have another strong outing here.
Lined up there, fouled off down the first base line. Be a 1-0 count now to Bagnell.
Yeah, like I said, Cal's are one of those pitchers who's maybe not gotten as many innings at the beginning of the year when you're only playing a couple games a week. If there's a rain out here or there, you're throwing Lavari Fury Gaines, so and then Weingartner into close, and with the Hermits 10 running, a lot of the teams at maybe the lower end of the Cal, there's not as many innings to go around. So Cal's are talented pitchers, sophomore.
Absolutely good pitch there from him. Breaking ball strikes out Bagnell. But as you see, the Hermits really been busy these last 2 weeks. Gets a couple of those other guys some opportunities when you got a lot of games and you can only pitch your guys so much.
Yeah, and so, I mean, next year, because you're graduating a lot, like last night or yesterday against Vineland, DeJong. I wasn't here. I was here doing lacrosse, but it's following the Twitter. DeJong had a stellar performance shutting out Vineland as Cowser gets their strike one. But, DeJong, Gaines, Lavari. Oh, so Lavari's a junior, but DeJong, Gaines, Weingartner, a lot of the innings are going to graduation. So you're going to need guys like Cowser. They're going to be your big step up in the future.
Coming into this game, Millville lost yesterday against EHT. Won their last two at Millville and against Egg Harbor as well. So like you said earlier, they're a team, the record might not blow anybody away, but they've got some good wins.
Yeah, and like I said, it's baseball. You know what I mean? Look at it's not
exactly
like football where you're probably going defeated if you're the best team. Like it's tough to come in every day and
there you go, hard hit ball right there. That'll be a single for West. Right to the center of the infield. Nothing Taylor could do about it.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of getting innings, it's a Hermit's busy week this week. They'll have 6 games in 6 days as long as the weather holds. So, like I said, they lost to Vineland on Monday, beat Cherokee in the Diamond quarterfinals Tuesday, beat Vineland yesterday, have Hammonton today and tomorrow, and then as long as weather holds, they will host Kingsway again on Saturday.
That'll be an interesting rematch as those teams faced off earlier this year. Hermits, of course, had a dominating win, 16-6, I believe, against Kingsway, another one of the top teams in the area.
Yeah, it's a point of any given day. Is we beat Gloucester Catholic by 1 on a Ragsdale home run early in the year. Kingsway 10 runs GC. Val behind us. They 10 run GC. Then GC beats them a couple days later. We 10 run Kingsway when they're here, but Kingsway's still the number 3 team in the state on the newest rankings. So that's a huge game. It's a top 5, top 3 matchup. So even though we won whatever it was, 16-6. It's still going to be a real tough game on Saturday.
0-2 count to Adamucci. Runner on first. Another chopper will go down the third base line, foul. So it'll stay 0-2. 2 outs here in this first inning. Cows are looking to get out quickly and get the Hermits bats up.
Yeah, Hermits looking to catch a little bit of that early season magic that they had. They scored a ton of runs in the first couple of weeks of the season, but the last few games have been kind of tailed off.
Another foul ball there from Adamucci.
So they've kind of tailed off a little bit. Only beaten Vineland 1-0 yesterday. They lost to Vineland in 10 innings, only scored 2 runs. The Taylor seems to be the only one that stayed hot through that streak, and so he's kind of helped carry them, especially against EHT and Cherokee. But
Vineland had a good year as well. Of course, maybe fell into a bit of a trap game as there's a ground ball there over to Taylor. He handles it. Ooh, not in time over in second. Ball was not hit hard, so Taylor tried to get over and tag second, but good running there by West beats him to it. So Hammonton now has a runner in scoring position with 2 outs for their 5-hole hitter coming up.
Yeah, you just got to charge that ball even harder. Even if you don't want to go to second, you still should be able to get the runner first. First easy. So that's it.
Yeah, that's been one of the little concerns this year. It really hasn't been much of a glaring issue yet in games like costing them much, but definitely something that's a bit of an issue is they've committed a good amount of errors this year.
Yeah, and it hasn't been one person. It seems like, one day everybody's good except for this guy. The next day everybody's good except for that guy. So, but you're right.
We saw that game against Paulsboro where they had the controlling lead the whole game.
Exactly.
And had one bad inning, a couple of mistakes, and Paulsboro made it a game.
And even the Kingsway game, it was 2-2 after 2 innings, and we had 4 errors. Like I said to Mike Frankel, who was here filming the game for SNJ, I was like, hey, if we can somehow be tied after 4 errors, I'll take it. And then the bats opened up and the defense settled down. But when you face good teams, you can't have these little blunders that are going to keep guys on base.
1-1 count now for Kaiser. Kicks and deals in the pitch. Fastball lined into the outfield, and there you go. That's where it's going to be costly because it looks like that is going to score a run. 1-0 start now. Great start for the Blue Devils of Hammonton as Andrew Fields gets the RBI single, scores West.
Yeah, now you look up at the board, I guess they labeled that an infield single for Adamucci, but it should be an out. And so, Kaiser's kind of sitting on the mound thinking, I should be out of this inning. Now he's a tough kid. He's gonna bear down and, take the batter's heads on. But it's like I said, you should be batting right now.
Guerriere now up to the plate. Breaking ball fouled off, half swing. Hermits coming into this game. As I said, there are already 3 games this week. Lost against Vineland back on the 9th. Then they beat Cherokee and Vineland in the last 2 days. Have their game against Hammonton today. And then back into the Joe Hartman Diamond Classic tomorrow. In the semifinals, they get the rematch with Kingsway. 0-1 count. That one looped into right field, and it is going to get down. Runner's going to stay over at third, so the bases will be loaded for Hammonton. It's a nice little looper there into right field. Nothing DeMarchi could do over there. Oh, excuse me. It's Fry could do over there at first.
Yeah, you figure. It dropped in for base hit, and so it wasn't hit too hard in the fact that, they weren't able to score from second. But at the same time, since it's 2 outs running on contact, you figure he might have been able to make a play there, especially, facing a good Kennegasson pitching staff, and we were going to get up 1 run, but you're not guaranteed for hits. If I'm Hammonton, you're the underdog. I'd be playing aggressive if I'm that third base coach.
Just swing.
Probably sending them. Yeah.
You've seen them not a lot of long at bats so far. Just hacking at the ball. Anything they like, they take it. And I think it's a good approach coming into this game as that pitch just a little outside. It'll be a 1-1 count now.
Oh, yeah, great approach. I was just saying I was more on the base pass. When that ball drops in, you get a decent jump at second, I would have just been sending them. Because you're no guaranteed any hits, especially against, like a good pitcher like Kaiser. I would have been aggressive on the base pass there if I was them.
Kaiser in the stretch, 1-1 count. Fouled off. Paul Kalani at bat now, the right fielder for the Blue Devils.
The sun's starting to peek out a little bit.
Yeah, floating around 60 degrees today. It was cloudy for a while, as you just said, sun coming out. Little bit of wind, so we'll see if that has any impact as that pitch
called. Strike on the
swing. A little high. They caught him on the string.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So that'll do it. Hermits give up 1 run here to Hammonton. Kaiser throws 26 pitches. We'll see how the Hermits respond in this one. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam.
We're back here in Richland, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, I'm Jimmy Bachman alongside Mr. Tom Bermel. Thursday baseball here today at the Prep as St. Augustine's taking on Hammonton. On the mound today for Hammonton, the sophomore Lucas Guerriere, the most busy pitcher for that Hammonton lineup pitching staff so far this year. 30.1 innings pitched, 31 hits, 13 earned runs, 8 walks, and 29 strikeouts. He'll be going against your typical Hermits lineup, leading off Ryan Taylor, followed by Josiah Ragsdale and Ryan Weingartner. In the cleanup is Kyle Neary, followed by Mason Dorsey and Cole Fry. And your final three, Nick DeMarchi, Bryce Oliver, and Austin Sofran. Taylor swinging at the first pitch, pops that one up into right field. Right fielder is under it and makes the catch, so one quick out for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, like we said, as much as the Hermits might have struggled to, I mean, like at the end of the day, they still scored enough against Cherokee, 1 run against Vineland the other day, only 2 against Vineland on Monday. Even the EHT, when they scored 8, they only had 2 going in the 9th, but that was against a great pitcher from EHT. So through them scoring a little less runs than they're used to, Taylor is the one that had really remained hot through it out with the home grand slam against EHT, 3-run home run against Cherokee to tie it, where they later won it. So flies out there, but he's been swinging a hot bat for the Hermits all season.
Another guy swinging a hot bat now. Up to the plate, Josiah Ragsdale. This Hermits starting, really, you look at a lot of the statistics for these guys. Everyone's hitting the 300s, 400s. There's really not a weak link in this batting lineup when it comes to hitting. But Taylor has definitely been the go-to guy so far when it comes to getting those hits in the clutch. 2-0 count now to Ragsdale. Guerriere with the pitch. A little outside. It'll be ball 3 to him.
Yeah, just looking for base runners. Like I said, I mean, you're not going to want to. You gave up a run first inning. You still believe Kaiser should have a good outing. So just get base runners. Josiah's got a lot of speed. We'll see how the Hermits do it. I mean, sometimes, Coach, after you see a pitcher a few times, you decide if you want to start running. If he's dealing, you're like, hey, we need to get manufacture run. They might not decide to send him here just because if they're like, hey, we like our matchup against the pitcher. We got our best hitter right now. Maybe we don't run. Don't be too aggressive there because we got some hitters coming up, especially with Kyle Neary back in the lineup today. Pinch hit the other day, but he's been coming off that hamstring injury, so it'll be great to get his bat back in the lineup.
Ragsdale walks Ryan Weingartner now at the plate. He goes on the second pitch. Didn't get a great jump, but he'll get in there just in time. So running out scoring position for the Hermits for Weingartner.
Yeah, it was a good jump. It was a pretty good throw by the catcher. One hop to second base. Second baseman shortstop wasn't able to quite handle it, but I don't think it would have mattered. But if he was able to get a quick catch and tag, it would have at least made it interesting.
A bit of a decision.
But I do think he would have beat the throw anyway. But it was a good throw. Ragsdale's got a lot of speed, like we said.
I think the Hermits also seeing a bit of a slow wind up there from on the stretch from Guerriere. He kind of lifts his leg, takes his time a little bit. So that split second might be the decision. All right, yeah, we feel comfortable stealing on this guy.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, almost anybody in the Hermits lineup, I feel comfortable taking second base.
Weingartner flies that one out deep into center field. Center fielder's under it. Ragsdale looking to tag up. He will. Catch is made, so Weingartner flies out, but Ragsdale will get over to third. So there's 2 outs now.
Good base run there by Ragsdale. Realized it was, right away it was
deep enough,
and so there was no chance of the center fielder not catching it. It was at him. There was no is it going to get over his head or not? So he just immediately got to the bag, tagged third, and then hopefully Neary can knock him in here.
Kyle Neary at the plate now. At the runner over at third base. First pitch to him off speed, fouled off.
The other thing about maybe manufacturing a run is getting to third is put a pass ball, wild pitch in play. Now the Hermits backstop isn't the biggest in the league,
but we know Ragsdale's like
and it's soft. You know what I mean? Like it's not like look at the
it's not going to bounce right back.
Exactly.
Yeah. Another curveball, just not in time there for Neary again. Looked like he liked that pitch, just fouls it off out of play. 2 breaking balls now. We'll see if Guerriere wants to go to the fastball. Try something a little high and inside, maybe. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Fastball there, low and in the dirt for ball 1.
Another windy game. I feel like it's been a week of them.
Yeah, it's weather kind of all over the place. You had the rain earlier on.
Hoping to not end the week in another rainstorm Saturday. Hoping to get that one in. Well, forecast looking better than it did earlier in the week, so hopefully that 2 o'clock start will remain.
Popped up there for Neareye. Right fielder charging in, and he will call it. Oh, and it's dropped. So there you go. A costly mistake as Neareye is going to get into second. And errors costly for Hammonton as well there. A little miscommunication between the second baseman and the right fielder. And the Hermits get a run out of it.
Yeah, I mean, we just talked about how defense cost the Hermits a run, in the top half of this inning. Hammonton generous enough to give it right back.
Mason Dorsey now up to the plate, center fielder for the Hermits this year. Another guy we've seen a lot of improvement compared to last year, getting one of the main spots, hitting in the 5-hole obviously the whole year, ever since Toronto started in that one. Another fly ball for the Hermits, pretty shallow, left fielder's under it, and he makes the grab. So it's a quick inning for Guerriere, only 12 pitches, but the Hermits do get a run out of it, out of the walk from Ragsdale, and then the error, which I guess you could consider an RBI for Neareye. So a 1-1 score now, moving into the second inning. We'll see how Hammonton's going to respond. Stay tuned.
Family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you, who knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide. Family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you, who knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide. Family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you, who knows.
We're back here for second inning baseball on Lavari Field in Richmond, New Jersey. Hermits even the score back in that bottom of the first. Score now 1-1 against the Hammonton Blue Devils. Cowser back on the mound for his second inning of work. Nearing 30 pitches already. First guy he'll face here in the 8-hole, catcher Eric Bartz. 1-0 count to him. Fastball a little high, ball 2.
Yeah, you're right. He's right at 28, so that means 26 in the first inning, which again is not his fault because he's had to face a couple batters that he wouldn't have had to had they gotten out of that inning. But like I said, it's interesting to see how Coach Bailon will manage the arms. We know he's got like a couple guys, young guys, chomping at the bit to prove themselves. Your Pogorskis or your Burnleys.
Another pop up there. Weingartner backing up, gets under it, makes the grab. We saw Hammonton have an issue with one of those pop-ups there. Those ones can be a little tough, the ones shallow into the grass where it's really a tough grab for anybody because the outfielder's got to really charge in.
Oh, yeah.
Especially it's hard for tough catch there for Weingartner, too. I mean, he's got to back up.
Especially with this this wind. So yeah, we saw it against Cherokee. There was a couple drop balls from like the catcher area when he kind of put it straight up because the wind was just basically blowing from the right foul pole to the Hermits dugout and it just moving the ball around. So not quite as windy today, but still a factor.
Foul ball there.
Almost
got me moving there.
I was more worried about the camera, to be honest. We haven't had a foul ball hit it yet. So
yeah, knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Exactly.
1-1 count now.
Might be more of a radio broadcast if the camera gets hit. I guess we could go run inside, get it back up, but glad it didn't hit it.
1-2 count now. 1 out here for Cowser in the second. That one grounded over to Weingartner. He bobbles it. And just not in time. Picked it up, just wasn't able to get the throw over. So another hitter reaches on an error for the Hermits. We've seen that happen a couple times where the infielders kind of just bobble the balls a little bit. I don't know if they're trying to get ready to throw it over, but
yeah,
it's been a bit of a struggle as well.
I think you just got to get back to basics, like just charge the ball, field it, and throw. Sometimes like they're waiting a little bit too long, and
hit
the ball
a rock or something takes a weird bounce.
and then, maybe they try and rush too much as it goes back to Weingartner again.
There you go. He's got that one. Gets one, and Taylor will hold it there. So they get the lead runner on the first pitch swing from the leadoff hitter for Hammonton. So 2 outs now in the inning.
Yeah, wisely held it. I mean, you don't want to throw that one into the stands right when you already got the lead runner at second, 2 outs, runner on first. Just play it smart and take the out.
Especially when you see a Hammonton lineup that really, they've had a lot of contact so far, but haven't hit anything too hard, so you're not really worried about one hit. That runner's not probably going to be scoring over at first base.
Yeah, so, they're doing a good job because it's high school. Put the ball in play. Everybody's here's 15 to 18. Mistakes could happen. They're getting the blue pit earlier that scored the run over the first, over Cole Fry's head, which is kind of like you said, it wasn't a hard hit. So they're doing a good job making contact, but you're right. It's not like they've been, ripping the ball. Vineland the other day, I was surprised that they had only scored 2 runs through 10 innings because they were actually getting some solid contact just right at guys. So Cowser should still be aggressive.
1-1 count now. That one in the dirt for ball 2. Good block by Sofran. 2-hole hitter, Cole Bagnell, now back up for Hammonton. Struck out last time. Solid lead from McAleer. He goes over from first. Sofran gets it up quickly and throws over, and just not in time. Oh, no, he was off the base, so they'll call him out. I guess his foot popped up. Saw it.
Yeah, he signaled safe for the first second, but I guess, from that going a little farther past the bag, there was a good smart move by Taylor to just leave the tag on him. It was able to turn into the ending out.
McAleer not happy over that, happy about that over at second, but the Hermits will take it. So a quick inning. Cowser gets out of that one with no damage done. The Hermits looking to take the lead back in the bottom of the second. We'll be right back after these messages from our Hermit sponsors.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us. Welcome to Clark &
Welcome back to Richland here live on the Hermits Broadcasting YouTube channel. Bottom of the second here in this matchup between the Prep and Hammonton. Nick DeMarch, Cole Fry going to lead it off. Excuse me, second time I've done that today. Going to lead it off for the Hermits. They're both tall. They play over at first base.
Tall first baseman, I get it.
So Guerrier out for his second inning of work. Only threw 13 pitches in that first. Gave up 1 run. The Hermits looking to break this one open here.
I guess that 1 unearned run. Hermits still without a hit. But I'd rather have that tie game than not, so I'll take it.
Fry's really solidified that first base spot so far this year as he lines that breaking ball shallow into right field to get down for a hit.
Yeah, I mean, he's gotten a lot of hits. Like I said, that EHT game when they came back, he had 2 big ones. I know last year he struggled a little bit at the plate, but this year he's kind of turned it on. Done a good job for him. Now you're going to be really confused when DeMarchi actually steps up to the plate. Now, yeah, so DeMarchi DHing for Cowser, but yeah, they kind of split time depending upon who's on the mound, who's where, who's playing what. DeMarchi and Fry kind of go over there, but yeah, you're right. Fry, I feel like when they're putting their main lineup out, Fry's usually the first baseman.
1-0 count now to DeMarchi. Fry over first. That one popped up. It'll go out of play. So a foul ball. 1-1 count. Hits the top of our tent. So a couple close calls already today.
Almost hitting Mrs. Lavari over here. Just I'm just glad we're borrowing this 10 from rugby. I'm just glad the ball didn't go straight through. Mr. Tao would not have been happy.
No. So 1-1 counting out of DeMarchi. A couple close calls already today.
Yeah, really. 2 closer calls today than I've seen in a while.
Breaking ball, drops in for strike 2. Nice movement on that pitch.
Yeah, good curveball right there. I mean, dropped right on the inside corner. Had DeMarchi froze, and great location.
1-2 now to him. Fouls it off. Fastball there. Guerriere went with. As we said, coming into today, Hermits number 2 in the state. They floated around there in the 1 around these couple 2 weeks. Fell back to the 2 as that one just a little outside. So DeMarchi stays alive. 2-2 count to him.
Yeah, I think Bosco's been number 1 pretty solidly most of the year. They had a couple losses, but it's like out-of-state teams. They beat the Hunt. Hermits had the Hunt on the schedule, but the rain out kind of cost that game. Couldn't really figure out a make-up date. But the Hun, one of those good prep schools, if that one goes out of play.
Yeah, they blitzed us last year, if I remember.
Yeah, the Applegate kid going
the
to
Kentucky guy.
Yeah. He pitched phenomenally, and then their bats, hit, our younger pitchers, and that was what it was. But they had a big walk-off win against them the other day. Their only losses, I think, they're like a team from Ohio and somewhere else out of state. So. Deserved of the number 1 ranking, but Hermits are right there with them. Number 2, like I said, it's baseball. You can lose any game if you're not playing your A game, and it would be pretty cool if we ended up with a 1-2 matchup with us and Bosco in the state final.
Another one fouled off. DeMarchi, great at bat here. A couple fouled off, staying alive. Big Guerriere work out there. Two count still to DeMarchi. No outs in the bottom of the second, and the pitch. Fouled off again, off the catcher's glove.
Yeah, the catcher almost had that one. It would have been a tough play, but foul tipped right back. Wasn't able to quite hang on. DeMarchi stays alive.
Two once again. Breaking ball there, lined over to second. Hammonton gets 1, and DeMarchi will get over safely at first. So we'll trade runners over at first. Hammonton gets 1 out of it. DeMarchi reaches on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, good job there by DeMarchi to get down the line, but as much speed as the Hermits have in their lineup, DeMarchi and Fry aren't at the top of that list, so it's good for them to not let the double play go through as Oliver steps into the box.
Oliver came into this year, struggled a little bit at the beginning, but just kind of came into his own in the last couple games, hitting a lot better. First one to him outside, ball 1.
Yeah, had a big hit against Cherokee. I mean, he's come up with some timely hits, even getting on base. Like I said, they're back to that EHC game where they scored, 6 runs in the top of the 7th. He got that walk, I guess hit by pitch, but that kept the inning going, kept the game alive to get it to Taylor.
Fouls that one off, so we have 1-1 count to him. One count, 1 out in the bottom of the second. Oliver Guerriere throws back. DeMarchi gets back easily. Just to give everybody an update of what the Hermits are looking at with their schedule to finish off this year, of course. Depending on what happens tomorrow against Kingsway, we'll see if they have one more game.
Saturday. Yeah. But good.
It'll be Saturday, but yeah, they'll have that game against Kingsway tomorrow. Then 2 against Millville, 1 against Jackson Memorial, then at Ocean City and at St. Joe's of Hammonton to finish off the year. Of course, you get 1 more in there if they're able to beat.
Yeah, we're hoping we're playing the day before graduation on the 18th at I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Alcorn Park in Pittman, versus the winner of Gloucester Catholic and Lenape.
2-1 count to Oliver. He grounds that one over to shortstop once again. Shortstop bobbles it, and everybody's going to be safe there. So you make contact, good things can happen.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough play for him, even though he got to it. He did a good job of getting it, kind of squaring his body. At least he knocked it down. But it was going to be a tough play to get Oliver at first because, like I said, the speed he has and how far the shortstop had to go to his right. His best option would have been the short way to second base, try and get DeMarchi there. Probably would have had a good shot at him. So Hermit's fortune of the error.
Sofran now up the 9-hole hitter, hitting around 333 this year. Is that first pitch to him a little low for ball one?
Yeah, I mean, I have. This is me speculating. I don't know what Coach Ballone's going through his head, but I think he kind of likes him to almost as like a second leadoff guy. You get to the end, he's got that speed. He's had some timely hits. He got the game-winning hit against Cherokee the other day. And Sofran called time before the pitch was thrown, so no pitch. So no pitch there on Sofran. Sofran he thinks the pitcher's taking too long. He will call time at any point. So ump gave it to him.
There'll be a 1-0 count now to Sofran after that dead ball. So runners on first and second. That one outside again for ball two. Yeah, like you said, I agree. Sofran, he kind of last year batted all around in the lineup. Hit two, hit a little lower sometimes. So he's that guy, very flexible when it comes to where you could put him in the lineup for Coach Violone.
Yeah.
Really a Swiss Army knife. 2-0 count to him, 1 out in the inning. Guerrero kicks and deals, and that one, fly ball into left center. Center fielder's under it, and he'll make the grabs to be 2 outs in this inning. Top of the lineup now back up for the Hermits with Taylor.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, Sofran, not the best hitter in the Hermits lineup, but he's had some clutch hits. Like I said, if you're looking at the Cherokee game the other day, he had that double. The third baseman actually tried to fake a deke, this winning run was coming around third. He faked like the ball was coming in, which is illegal in high school. The umpires saw it. That's the only reason they held up, and so they was awarded home. But he had the game-winning hit there. He had another big hit. He had the game-winning hit last night versus Vineland. So even though he flies out there, Sofran's been hitting the ball well, and even though you could say, hey, he's better than the ninth hitter in the lineup, I think Coach Bailone kind of likes the almost like the next, almost another leadoff hitter at the back of the end of the order.
1 count out of Taylor. He popped out his first time up. Runners on first and second with 2 outs as he hacks at that curveball. It'll go foul. Being 0-2 count out of Taylor, the UPenn commit. Of course, you saw all those guys have their college.
Yeah, college signing day today, so it wasn't an official signing day as he fouls that off. It was more just like, we had the NLIs for, Division I kids have to sign it on a certain day, or they can only sign it from a certain day on. So today we celebrate anybody going to Division I, 2, or 3. So even though Taylor had already signed earlier in the year with the Penn, we brought everybody back. There's a lot of baseball guys out there.
Yeah. 0-2 count out of Taylor. That one in the dirt for ball one. Yeah, Taylor going to UPenn, going order Ragsdale to Lincoln, Weingartner to St. Joe's, Neri to Bryant.
Even if you look at yesterday, DeJong.
Ragsdale to Iona.
Yeah, DeJong and NJIT, Oliver Lincoln. Said Ragsdale and Gaines, Iona. Not to mention some of the underclassmen who have committed or will commit, Fury to Villanova and Lavari to Old Dominion, but there's a strikeout there.
Yeah, so that'll do it for this bottom of the second. Game still tied. We'll see what Hammonton wants to do in the third inning. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring.
We're back here in Richland, ladies and gentlemen. Shortstop Cole Bagnall going to go back up to the plate. As you saw, runners thrown out, stealing. So He gets another shot here in the top of the third. Cows are still on the mound for the Hermits. 39 pitches, making 40 now in the game so far. As that one's low for ball one. Hermits got a couple guys on base last inning, unable to get any home, so the score is still 1-1 as we move into the third inning as they try to get another winning streak going against Hammonton. That one a little inside for ball two.
Yeah, I missed the ball, hit the ump. Probably not going to get you any calls.
Nah.
One positive development, too, for the Hermits is, as I saw, Serrana having a catch with Podgorski. Just out back. Not that any of them are going to pitch, but Serrana is telling me that yesterday he actually pinch ran for the Hermits coming back from that wrist injury. So it'd be good to see him kind of work his way back into the outfield, even if it's just another option. I know it's late in the year, but I mean, he was playing well, had a couple of hits against Gloucester Catholic before he broke his wrist. So it'd be a big boost to the Hermits lineup, especially, you know, just giving you that added depth, if nothing else.
2-2 count now for Kaiser. That one in the dirt, full count now. Big week for Hermits Athletics. We see lacrosse had some big wins in the last few days, the last few weeks. You know, one of the top-ranked teams. So a lot of success from these spring sports as Kaiser gets the strikeout there and the swing and miss.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the two, obviously the rugby's always at the top. I mean, there's a few less teams that play in that, but rugby's always one of the top two teams in the state. But you look at the two that are having a lot of success right now. The baseball team's up, like I said, up to number 2 in the state, and lacrosse, after they beat Rumson Fairhaven, who was 3 at the time, jumped to number 5. Ground ball to Oliver.
Ground ball there. Ooh, and Oliver just misses it, so that'll get into the outfield. Picked his glove up a little too early. So I'm assuming that'll be scored an error. So that'll be 3 errors now for the Hermits on the game.
Yeah, can't have that.
Adamucci now back up to the plate with a runner over at first, 1 out. You know, as you see Coach Ney say, just next play, you know, you don't want to – baseball's a very mental game, you know, it's what the coach has always told me, you know. Can't think about it too much because, you know, that next one's coming to you if you know, get down on yourself.
I mean, that's the art of coaching. You got to know your kids, know how they each respond because, you know, there's some kids that needed, you know, chewing out if they're struggling, not doing the right thing. It's a good pitch there by Kaiser. You know, some kids need that fire lit under them, and some kids you don't want to go too hard because they don't respond to that. So you want to, you know, hey, next play, forget about it. As Coach Cat says in soccer, next action, just do the next thing right. So they're trying to put it behind them, like you said, because it's not been one guy making the errors defensively. It just seems like everybody gets the yips for a second at their spot. So you gotta eliminate those.
That one, ground ball opposite field. It'll get into right. So another single for Adamucci. Runners on first and second. 1 out.
Yeah, I mean, he just took what they were giving him. He had the big right hold because Fry had to hold the lead runner on, and he just took the ball where it was coming, played it back into right field, and Adamucci with another single. But again, I mean, that's where the errors cost the run in the first inning. Right there, Fry's not holding the runner on. He's able to be 5-10 feet off the bag. He might make that play, so he could be out of the inning if you're not making these little mistakes.
Next pitch to Cowser. First pitch swinging, foul ball high. Going to be in play. Oliver calls for it, and he makes the catch. So 2 outs now for the Hermits.
Yeah, Cowser had me worried for a second, just because he looked like he was going to try and catch it.
Yeah, usually they don't want the pitchers doing that.
Well, it's because when
running off the mound.
Yeah, you're standing off the mound, you get off balance, and when your feet are chopping, your head's bobbing up and down, you can kind of lose track of the ball. So I'm glad to see Oliver come over and grab that.
So it'll be 2 outs now. As Guerrero's going to call time. Two outs, top of the third. 1 runner in scoring position for Cowser on the mound. Kicks and deals that one high and outside for ball 1 to Guerrero. Not much scoring so far in this one. Both teams have had some chances, only able to get 1 run across for each. Cowser now quick pitch. Swing and miss for strike one.
Yeah, you're right. Both teams, if they, a little more timely 2-out hits, they could each have a few more runs. But yeah, as we sit 1-1, hopefully Cowser can keep it at 1-1, heading into the bottom of the third.
Now 1-1 count. That one high. Guerriere hacks at it. Dorsey charges in and he gets under it and makes the grab, and the Hermits get out of this one with no runs allowed. So Cowser gets through 3, 1 run allowed. Hermits bat's going to come up. We'll see Ragsdale, Weingartner, near eye right after this.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging.
Josiah Ragsdale to lead it off for the Hermits here in the bottom of the third. Walked his first time and came in to score later on. See if he can do that again. That'd be nice. As curveball, first pitch to him, drops in for a strike. Another nice one there from Guerrero. A lot of movement on that curveball.
Yeah, catches the outside black. Not a bad take from Ragsdale. If that was a strike, it's right on the edge. First pitch. It's a good pitch.
0-1 count now to him. Another curveball, and that one bounces off the pitcher, and he'll get a single out of it. It looks like Guerrero's okay, but that one's got to freak you out a little bit over on the mound.
Yeah. I hope
they hit the back of his leg, it looked like.
Yeah, you hope he's okay. You don't, sometimes if you get hit by a ball, hit pretty hard, you don't want it to bruise, and then when you're pushing off, I'm not sure where it hit him, but when you're pushing off, you're landing, you hope it doesn't affect him that way. But it was a good hit by Ragsdale, put it right back up the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping he wasn't going to get unlucky. Sometimes when the pitcher deflects it, it can actually go to the second baseman, but as he tries to get Ragsdale right there.
It would have been close. The pitcher was low. The throw was a little off.
I think Ragsdale actually made it to second the other day against Vineland. Whatever, they tried to pick him off and they threw it over against the fence. So tried to catch him napping as he took his first few steps off of the bag.
First pitch down to Weingartner. Ragsdale goes and he just gets in. So 2 steals now on the day for Ragsdale. Leads the team in them, I think.
Like I said,
check the stats again, but
that's not even, like I said, it's not even a bad throw from the catcher. Like he caught it a little low. The ball was in the dirt. Did a good job of catching it, fielding fire into second, just behind Ragsdale. I just think it's the testament to Ragsdale's base running and speed. Got a good jump, got the speed, and it's hard to throw him out.
It's those things like if you're Hammonton, it's coming too. Ragsdale's one of those guys that's usually very aggressive on the field. So it's like it's coming, and you still nothing you can do about it.
Hence the throw over. They're trying to catch Ragsdale napping when he was just starting to take his lead off. You're just trying to do anything to nullify, make him think twice, maybe get the out.
1-1 count now to Weingartner. Runner in scoring position for him now as Ragsdale's going to try and steal third. That pitch high and inside. Throw not in time once again, so Ragsdale now making 3 steals on the day. Gets himself over to third base. Doesn't get much easier than that for him.
Turning a single into a triple. But yeah, right there, that him stealing second was kind of close. That one wasn't close at all. He got a good jump. I had a Little League coach, not Little League, but a little older than that, Babe Ruth coach when I was younger, told me he thought third was easier to steal than second.
Especially when you got a righty. He's got to kind of throw over Weingartner. Yeah, it's batting.
And it's like where the middle infield is. So, yes, third base is closer to the catcher, but if the middle infield is pushed back and you can get that bigger lead, you get a good jump, you might be able to steal third,
Ryan Gardner rips that one deep into right field. Right fielder's going to get under it, but Ragsdale's going to tag up, and he's going to score easily. So sac fly for Ryan Weingartner does what he needed to do, and that's why base running's so good when it comes to Ragsdale. Singles, but he gets a run out of all that. And the Hermits take the lead, 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, that runs all on Ragsdale. He got the single, stole 2 bases, and then just let the productive out of that sac fly knock him in. That was a good hit by Weingartner, and he hit it hard. It's unfortunate it went right, at the right fielder, but at the end of the day, you still get the run because of the base running by Ragsdale.
Off-speed pitch to near eye. Right to the pitcher once again, but he's able to get a hold of that one. Throws him out. Looks like Near Eye was ready for that one. We've seen a couple first pitch curveballs. Looks like he threw him one again. Sat on it a little bit. Made good contact, just not where he wanted it to go.
Yeah, second time through the lineup. Guys starting to see him a little bit. And then plus, that's why you always got to be paying attention. When you're in a dugout, you're not just spitting seeds and joking around. Watch how they're pitching. So Near Eye saw it was the curveball. Got a hit. A good pitch to hit. Hit it right back up the middle. Good defensive play by the pitcher there to just knock it down and then get the out at first. But, that's what Near Eye's trying to do with that pitch. You just take it right back up the middle.
Dorsey now back up to the plate. 1-0 count to him. 2 outs in this inning. Hermit's able to get one already. Fastball down the middle for strike 1. See, mostly just fastball and curveball. I could be wrong. There could have been a few changeups in there that look like curveballs, but mostly 2 pitches from Guerrero, as there's the fastball there. Dorsey gets right over the first baseman's head. He jumped up, tried to get it, hit the top of his glove, and that'll be a single for him. So runner on first. Herman trying to start a 2-out rally here with Fry coming up to the plate.
Yeah, it would have been a tough play for him. Anytime you get leather to it, you want to catch it. But, he had to go full stretch as the ball was kind of lining over his head. He was only able to get a piece of it, knock it down, but Dorsey's still able to get in there. So, that's a base hit. That was just a tough play for the first baseman. Yeah. But you're right. No, I think it's his effective pitch has been fastball, and he's been locating the curveball pretty well as he's keeping these Hermits hitters off balance a little bit.
Dorsey goes on the first pitch. It's going to be a close play over there. He gets in time, so another steal for the Hermits here in this inning, showing some real aggressive base running today.
Yeah, sometimes when you're not, hitting the ball, you got to be aggressive on the base pass. You get fortunate here that the first baseman wasn't able to make a great play, so why not? 2 outs, steal the base, and then if Cole can get another single, all of a sudden you're up 3-1. And what's the worst that happens? Cole comes up with the bases empty next inning. I like the aggressiveness from Coach Bailon.
That's the plan. Now Fry, breaking ball there, gets behind the catcher, so Dorsey will take third. Catcher still can't find it. Took him a second, bounced off his helmet.
Yeah, bounced off his helmet, was sitting on that white chalk around the back of the batter's circle. So
now another runner on third base. 2 outs for Fry. Great chance for an RBI here. Extend the Hermits' lead. Guerrero kicks and deals that one. A little inside for ball 2.
It's close, just missed. I'm sure he'll want that one, but good eye by Fry.
Two one. Foul tip. Should be 2-2 now. Hermit's been pretty aggressive, and so is Hammonton so far in this game. A lot of you've seen this gone pretty quick just because everybody's swinging at everything.
Yeah, already in the bottom of the third. Both pitchers with manageable 52, 53 pitches thrown so far.
And that one hit long and far, but it's going to go foul and out of play into the woods. Good cut there from Fry. Supposed to move it over a little bit. Still 2 outs, 2-2 count to Fry. Runner over at third, it's Dorsey. Guerrero with the pitch, and that one's fouled out of play as well. Around the same spot.
Yeah, good job there from Fry, just staying alive. Hopefully he'll get a better pitch to hit.
That one in the dirt. Dorsey thought about it, and he's going to get thrown out over at third. He thought that was going to be a pass ball. The catcher is able to get to it. Good stop, throws it over, caught Dorsey halfway down the line. throws him out. So Hammonton gets out of this one. Only one run allowed. Hermits take the lead 2-1. We'll see what happens now on the top of the fourth as Matt Kauser comes out for another inning of work.
Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
Paul Kalani going to lead it off now for Hammonton at the top of the fourth. Hermits take the lead 2-1. Kauser back on the mound. Foul tip there to the backstop, so it'll be a 0-1 count now to Kalani.
Yeah, I mean, Kauser's been pitching well. He hasn't given up too much. I mean, he's given up 5 hits, but he kind of scattered them, kind of like soft, loopy kind of hits. Where it's really kind of cost him is there's 2 errors, and one of those 5 hits I would have probably scored an error.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really only given up 4 hits, but there was 3 errors. The extra batters is what giving up the run, almost gave up more. The Hermits can shore up that defense behind him. Kauser might be able to work his way quickly through this.
That one popped up. It'll go out of play. But yeah, I mean, you saw the Hermits get the lead for him in the last inning with some good base running. You could thank for it. But Kauser's looking sharp so far. You know, gets a good chance here, getting the start. One of the young guys. You know, the Hermits they're one of those teams that have reloaded the past couple of years. You know, you got a good group of seniors here. We're going to see graduate real soon. But there's a lot of guys under there, a lot of talent. So this is not a team that you really got to worry about, oh, they're in trouble in the future. Oh, this is like the last year to do something, because the way they're able to reload is impressive.
Yeah, we were talking about yesterday with the way lacrosse does the same thing, especially in terms of South Jersey. But the baseball team, if they've made 5 straight, and probably could have been 6 because one of their best teams was during the COVID year, 5 straight state finals. There's been 2 or 3 of those years where you went, all right, this is a rebuilding year. Maybe we'll, so the lines that one towards Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor thought he got that one, but he got it right off the hop, so he'll throw Kalani out over at first.
Yeah, you got to be ready, watching the ump, at least throw it over to make sure, because the ump clearly said no catch, no catch.
It did look like it hit the ground from here. Yeah.
So you probably could have picked up Coach Bailone yelling throw it.
Yep.
He did not want to let it go. But I mean, even in the rebuilding years, the Hermits have been able to make a run, go to the state final. They won 1, came close in the second one.
Ground ball over to Fry. Didn't have to do much to get that one. Makes the grab, goes over and tags first by himself. So 2 quick outs for the Hermits here in the top of the fourth. Kauser trying to get through another inning of work without any issues.
But I was going to say the other thing about Kauser is he's one of these multi-sport athletes.
Oh, yeah.
As the assistant AD, I love the multi-sport athlete. We had a couple in the cross yesterday with Plen and Schleicher from the basketball team amongst some other guys. But Kauser, another one of those basketball players, starting a good amount of games, depending upon the lineup, starting, if not 6th, 7th man, a lot of these games, deadly shot from 3. It'll be great to see him as a sophomore contributing on good teams. It's not just like, hey, you're playing, on a 500, sub-500 basketball team or baseball team. He's contributing on very good teams.
Basketball team in the complete opposite situation. I mean, they'll be basically the same team, almost the same team next year. I mean, they're going to definitely next year is the year to strike for them.
Yeah, lost Ham and Bullock, but they didn't play too many meaningful minutes. It's a ground ball to Oliver.
Oliver bobbles that one, hits off his chest. Just took a tough hop. Not much you could do about that one.
Even at the top hop, like I said, it's another error, another another chance they could have been out of this inning. So, I mean, even if you don't give up a run here, you're putting in a busy week. You're putting more pitches on Cowser, and even if hey, this is going to be the one game that Cowser is able to pitch this week. Whoever you're bringing in after him is now not able to throw as many, or if at all, tomorrow against Hammonton, and then you figure Saturday they're going to throw Lavari and Gaines from the way they managed their pitch counts the other day versus Cherokee. But
Off-speed pitch there, foul ball out of play. Pitch count now for Cowser, 64 on the game.
Yeah, but like I said, like we play Hammonton right again tomorrow, so you got to have the arms to do that, and then like I said, you'll have your two main guys on Saturday. But you want Cowser going as deep as this game as possible.
0-2 count, 2 outs in this one. Top of the order up for Hammonton, and the pitch. That one lined into right field. Ragsdale diving for, and he makes the dive, and that's a great catch right there. Josiah Ragsdale, a bit of a highlight reel, makes the grab on the dive, and the Hermits get out of this one for one error, but 3 outs quickly. Cowser, another inning where he looks sharp, so the Hermits going to look to bounce off that momentum that Ragsdale just set it for them with the bats right after this.
Family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you. He knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide. Family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you. He knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide. Family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you.
We're back here in the bottom of the fourth. Hermits looking to extend on their 2-1 lead against Hammonton. Cowser pitched well so far today. See if the bats can help him out a little bit. As off-speed pitch there. First one from Guerriere. High and outside for ball one. He's pitched well today too. Kept it pretty efficient. 56 pitches on the day.
Yeah, and like I said, he's only given up 3 hits, and 2 of the errors have kind of caught, like at least one of the Hermits run came off that error in the outfield. So he's pitching well. I don't remember if the second run was earned or not, but it's still 1 earned run against the Hermits through 3+. Yeah,
and I think a guy like him, it's impressive. He's not his speed and all is not blowing you away, but he's a guy that's able to locate his pitches. Has a nice off-speed pitch. The fastball doesn't have as much pop as you see from some other guys, but that doesn't mean you can't throw at this level. The Hermits so far they've made a lot of contact, but they've made a lot of great contact. So he's done well.
Yeah, there's definitely an art to it that's more than just how fast can you throw. Because a lot of guys will come out, and I'm not saying it's wrong and right, wrong, and different. It helps with colleges, recruiting, and everything. But a lot of guys just fall in love with how fast can I throw, how high can I get the gun. And it doesn't matter if you're throwing 95, but you're throwing it half the pitches in the dirt. A, you're going to run your pitch count up, and B, you're going to walk a lot of guys. It's going to end up giving up runs anyway.
Jamie Moyer's always the guy I seen getting brought up in that conversation.
Oh, yeah. Love Jamie Moyer. If you look at some of his stats, like when he was on the Phillies, like when they won the World Series, maybe a little after, he was like, he had been in the majors longer than some of his teammates were alive.
2-2 count now to Fry. That one just inside. We have full count to him.
Yeah, the other example of that was Greg Maddux. Could throw a little harder than Jamie Moore. Jamie Moore was throwing the corners slower, yeah. But Maddux wasn't blowing people away like Randy Johnson. But you have the smarts to locate your pitches, keep different mix of pitches, keep people off balance. And
Fry, nice rip there into center field. It'll be a single for him. Got the high pitch.
It seems like where the Hermits have had success against him is even just taking what he's given you, driving the ball right back up the middle. So Near, I got unlucky that the pitcher was able to make a play, knock his ball down, but Ragsdale got on when he stole second and third by that ball up the middle. So the Hermits just got to take what he's given them, drive the ball back up the middle. Just kill him with singles if you have to.
That one bounces off DeMarchi's bat. So we have foul ball, 1 count to him. Fry over at first. At this point, we'd like to thank all of our Hermit sponsors you've seen on the commercials. Of course, make all of these athletics, all the streaming of, possible for us. So shout out to them, Hermit Athletics, all on as one. Breaking ball there for a strike. Strike 2 to DeMarchi.
Yeah, and reach out to athletics.com or athleticshermits.com if you're interested in sponsoring. It all helps a lot of help with the broadcast. I guess to buy new cameras, equipment, kind of upgrade maybe from the setup we're at. Maybe get some real internet out here at the baseball field so we're not relying on this Wi-Fi jetpack.
Foul tip there from DeMarchi. 0-2 count to him. No out, so 2 count now. Runner on first. Guerriere kicks and deals. That one fouled off once again. See the JV guys playing over there as that foul ball goes back behind us.
Yep, Coach Ike and the JV team. That's what I'm... The foul ball.
Once again.
I was if you can have the experience, I highly recommend being either in a Coach Ike's class or being coached by
Got him next year, AP Gov.
Nice. And he was my football coach for 1 year, and he was the varsity baseball coach when I was on the freshman or JV teams. But great coach, interesting guy. Loved to play for him. So
as that one down the third base line just goes foul. So DeMarchi still at 0-2 count. He's been up here for a while.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible how many pitches he's seen in this at bat, and it's just only 0-2. Like, Guerrero's not throwing a ball yet, and he's probably thrown at least 6 pitches this at bat.
I would say at least. So 68 pitches now compared to Kaiser's 65. As fly ball there into right field. Right fielder got a charge for it a little bit, but he gets under it, makes the grab. Fry heads back to first. So a good fight from DeMarchi. Makes some contact, just doesn't go where he wanted it to go. So we'll see Bryce Oliver come up now with 1 out.
Yeah, not hit the hardest, but like I said, just put the ball in play.
Yeah, a lot of fly balls here for the Hermits today compared to mostly grounders from Hammonton. See, they're just getting a little under everything.
And with it takes the ball one it's not the majors. We don't have that advanced scouting. I wonder if maybe that's the way Kaiser pitches. Like, keeps the ball down in the zone, kind of tends to get more ground balls. And sometimes pitchers can be like that, and sometimes it just you're getting on top of the ball.
Benefit of the doubt, yeah. Half swing there from Oliver. It'll be strike 1 to him. Hermits looking to advance to 17-1 in this one, but they've got a fight here with Hammonton. Just a 1-run game in the 4th. As that one's popped up, and it looks like it might stay in play, and it will. And the first baseman gets all the way out there to make the catch. Impressive right there. Usually that's not not the first baseman's ball, but he gets all the way out there, running backwards.
Yeah, Fields like it didn't even make a basket catch, but yeah, it's like the full sprint, looking over your shoulder is a great play by Fields to get the out. I thought for sure that was just going to drop in, near the fence and. No harm, no foul, another foul ball, but great play by Fields.
So Sofran now back up. 2 outs in the inning. First pitch to him in the dirt. Good block by the catcher. Seen him make a few good blocks today.
Yeah, especially one where he caught Dorsey out, where Dorsey thought that was going wide and was able to keep it in front of him and throw him out. Dusting off the plate for the ump.
1-0 count to Sofran. 2 outs. Popped up out of play. This will be pitch number 75 for Guerriere. He's worked hard today. And Sofran pops it up and out of play once again. It'll go foul. Hermits looking for a 2-out rally. Sofran, fly ball into right field once again. That area's been busy today, and the right fielder makes another grab. So the score stays the same. We have a bit of a lower score. One pitching duel today, 2-1. Hammonton looking to bring the bats up again into the top of the fifth. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us. Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry.
We're back here in Richland, ladies and gentlemen. Now we'll take a look at the bracket for the Joe Hartman Diamond Classic. Hermits moving on to the semifinals. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, it's going to be great 3 games left in the tournament. Hermits versus Kingway. I know that we 10 run them last time, but that's not a true indication. It's number 2 versus number 3 in the state.
Yeah.
And then on the bottom half, Gloucester Catholic versus Lenape. I'm going to tell you what. In terms of South Jersey rivalries, especially St. Augustine rivalries, if the Hermits are lucky enough to beat Kingsway and they face GC in the final,
especially already beat him this year, so looking for a bit of a revenge
last
game.
time that happened, we got on Barstool because GC bat flipped, and we ended up winning the game. A couple of big home run from Greg Elfrith, some great pitching performances by Peacock, Jerry Peacock, Paul Midori, and Halburner. So it was a great win for the Hermits last time they faced GC in the final, and it would be a great matchup if that happened again.
We got a pitching change here for the Hermits as Matt Kauser is going to finish off. Went 4 innings, 1 run allowed. Michael Burnley now on the mound for Prep. He's got some good velocity, good movement on that off-speed pitch.
Yeah, Burnley.
When he's able to locate, that's usually the big thing for him. It's just when he locates his pitches, he has a lot of success.
Low. But yeah, Burnley, a junior, like I said, one of those guys had a good JV season last year, was looking to kind of break into the lineup this year, but since the Hermits have so many arms, it's tough to get innings, so he's going to make his case today.
Breaking ball there, drops in for strike 2.
Although I have a bone to pick with Burnley. Last time I saw him on the mound, I bet him a free 100 quiz grade if he could strike me out. Mr. Carmelingo kind of tilted the scales in his favor as he gets a pop out there. Mr. Carmelingo called the second strike a strike. It was not close. So I told Burnley before today's game I need a rematch.
Former teammate of mine. I'll give you a bit of a scouting report.
Was that Little League or?
Oh, since kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
Oh, yeah. Basketball, baseball, it's been, they go way back. All the way up to 8th grade. Fastball there, a little high for ball 1. Got the first out in the inning, so 1 out now for Hammonton at the top of the 5th. Another high fastball, ball 2.
Yeah, so you wonder, the Kauser didn't seem to be laboring, a little under 70 pitches, so have to sit out 3 days. Maybe they're going to use him again on Monday. Maybe that was the plan to, have these two combined for the game.
Yeah, because he was looking sharp out there. I mean, that one's inside again, keeping the batter alive in there.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you don't want to give
chirping.
up. Yeah, you don't want to give up a 4-pitch walk. Just even if he drives one, same as a single. So make sure you at least get this one over for a strike.
And something's gonna happen, so that'll be a walk on 4 pitches. I think you see it. At this point, you just gotta see Sofran trying to calm him down a little bit. Just have a catch. Third, you're a guy like that. You're like Burnley. You got a good amount of velocity. You got some movement on those pitches. You throw strikes.
Yeah, it's
in a game like this where Hammonton's really not hitting anything too hard, good things are going to happen more often than not. Runner on first now. Breaking ball in for strike 1.
Yeah, good pitch off speed, cut in there. Hammonton takes the first pitch, but again, getting ahead of count's key. Can't afford too many walks.
Another breaking ball, and that one just a little inside. Hammonton DHing today. West over at first.
Yeah, he ducked on that one. Probably a little premature. Probably a little closer to being a strike than that.
Yeah, I think he just ducked a little bit. Kind of throws the ump off a little bit. 1-1 count now, though. Fastball fouled off. One-two count now at Adamucci, the 4-hole hitter. Burnley looking to bounce back. One-two. And the pitch. Low and outside. It'll be ball 2. 2-2 count now. 1 out to Adamucci.
Like I said, you wonder how much. A 3-hitter on first base. You wonder how much, like I said, maybe they're trying to manufacture a run only down 1. Are they going to try and steal a bag 2-2? Maybe
he's taking a solid lead over there first. I mean, I'd say it's definitely up there, possible. That one a little high, but Rich takes a swing at it, fouls it off again, staying alive. You saw West taking a solid lead over there. I mean, I wonder if he's thinking about it.
Yeah, maybe if he gets to 3-2, they'll give it a shot, but.
Like
I said, I don't know how fast they are, so got that little sliding glove on that you see from Harper.
Yeah. As that one, a little bit of a strange swing there, but Neareye able to get to it. You saw a little inside, so Adamucci had to move his bat around. He was able to make some contact, but Neareye showing the wheels out there and left, able to get to it.
Just a safety swing, you didn't want to go down looking, so it was too close to take, so he just kind of put that half swing on it. Almost dropped in. Neareye was on a full sprint, full run when he got to it, so it almost dropped in for a single, but Neareye showing off the speed, getting there, and retiring him for out number 2.
2 outs now. As that one, Sofran's going to throw it back quickly, and West just gets back in. So as I was saying, he was taking the big lead over there, big secondary lead, so Sofran noticed it too.
Yeah, I think that was I've seen them run that before a few years ago, or every so often, but I think that was a design play by the Hermits where they throw.
He was ready for it, yeah.
Yeah, so they kind of drops the glove, Sofran, they throw the pitch out, and Fry's already back at first trying to get it as they ground it to Fry.
And Fry bobbles it, but won't be an issue. He tags first, and the Hermits get out of this one. Good inning from Burnley. We'll see if the Hermits batters want to extend that lead a little in the bottom of the 5th. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique.
We're back here live at LaVarrie Field. If you're just joining us, I'm Jimmy Bachman alongside Mr. Tom Brumell. Fifth inning of action here between the Hermits and the Blue Devils of Hammonton. Top of the order, back up for prep. Ryan Taylor, Josiah Ragsdale, Ryan Weingartner. As Taylor shows bunt, fouls it off.
Like the idea. I mean, Taylor might be the fastest kid on this team, so he's just trying to get on base. I mean, the way he's in swinging the bat, he probably doesn't need to try too much. But, I mean, like I said, putting the ball in play, never a bad idea, especially when you're as fast as Taylor is.
Guerrier out for his fifth inning of work as off-speed pitch there fouled off. He's at 78 pitches now, so we'll see how much. I mean, if he has another quick inning here, wouldn't be surprised if Hammonton keeps him out for this one and one more. I think just pending on what happens here, facing the top of the order. So if the Hermits, you want to extend, this is your chance right here. As Taylor rips that one into right center field, and it is going to get down for a hit. So his first hit of the day. Takes a big look over there at first. They'll head back. So a single for Taylor with no outs. And Ragsdale will come up now, first, third at bat.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there. Like I said, just made solid contact, squared it up, hit it right back up the middle in front of the right center fielder, a little to his left. I have Ragsdale up. Normally, like I said, if the Hermits have been aggressive on the base paths, you still have Ragsdale stole a couple. I wonder, with Ragsdale being left-handed, they'll leave Taylor first just to give him that hole. Nope.
Nope. Nope. And Taylor will get over to second easily.
Yeah, so I mean, with the way Ragsdale had been stealing, I had all the confidence in the world that Taylor was going to swipe the bag, but I was kind of curious if they were going to, like I said, leave him there. But
nope.
Yeah, double plays now out of order. Not that they were ever going to turn that anyway.
Just take the base.
Yeah.
Don't need to think too hard about it, you know?
Yeah, you're right. I'm overthinking it.
Yeah, big hole over there in right field I'm seeing right now. If Ragsdale can just rip one right down the line, that'd be nice. There's a swing and a miss there on the curveball. 0-2.
Yeah, I guess the book they got on him, they're playing the infield slight pull, but the outfield is push. So they got the right fielders in right center. You know, same thing with the center fielder. So he's shifted over. So if Ragsdale can pull one down the line, he'll be running for a while.
As Guerrier looks back, Taylor gets back just in time.
Yeah, Hammonton's bench, I think, made it seem closer than it actually was.
Nah,
it was
he
close.
got back. I mean, definitely.
Yeah, it wasn't that close, but I would have been shocked if they had called him out on that one.
So 0-2 count still to Ragsdale. Guerrier kicks and deals, and opposite field will go out of play. Foul ball, so he'll stay alive. 0-2 count still, no outs. I'm just looking a bit more of a comfortable lead here in the bottom of the fifth. More of a low-scoring game than what we usually see.
No one's there. Get
up.
up.
That's Taylor will take third easily there. As miscommunication between the pitcher and his middle infielders. They're back, and yeah, as you said, no one was there.
Yeah, I don't know who was supposed to be a second or short. Obviously, he's having a conversation with his shortstop right now, but he saw how far Taylor was off the bag, so he just kind of threw the ball over the bag, assuming one of his defenders would be able to, get to that spot and just put the tag down. But no one was really close.
That's the one thing I think when you run the bases well, you're in the pitcher's head now when it comes to being on the bases, and that's not a good thing when you're the pitcher. You don't really want to have to worry about those base runners that much because that could screw you up when you're trying to pitch to these talented Hermits hitters. As Ragsdale fouls that one off, it'll stay in play, but it'll be foul, so he'll go back to the batter's box. It'll still be 0-2.
Honestly, not the worst result for Hammonton there because they do catch that. They were probably it's tough to see from our angle, but they were kind of running. There was been the third baseman running away from the play, like over the head catch.
And I would have put it past Taylor to tag up.
Yeah, that's
that.
what I mean. He's got the speed where for the third baseman to turn around, throw, put it right on the money. It was going to be a very difficult to play to get Taylor in time. So not the worst thing in the world that dropped in, just because it still hasn't given up the run yet. But Hammonton obviously trying not to concede with the infield in.
Swing and a miss there. Nice pitch from Guerrier at the fastball. Gets Ragsdale down swinging, and that's a big out right there for them. But things don't get easier as Ryan Weingartner is going to come up to the plate with one out.
Like I said, that speed puts pressure on teams. Like you said, it gets in their heads. Their infield's still in, but they've turned two singles into runners on third.
As Weingartner Pops that one up shallow into the outfield. Right fielder charges in, and Taylor's going to tag up, and the play at the plate is not in time. Risky play there, but Taylor tags up and gets the run. Shallow fly ball. Usually you don't see guys tag up on that, but
yeah, I think it was the confidence in Taylor and his speed. But you're right, it was pretty shallow. I mean, the throw was a little up the line. That is going to be a bang-bang play if that's a little closer to the plate. But it brought the catcher up the line by a few feet, and when it did that, there was really no chance to get Taylor.
It would have been in time either way. I mean, Near now up, and he first pitch swinging, gets that one down the line and into the gap, so he's going to get at least a double out of it. A little aggression there from Kyle Neareye, and the Hermits have another runner in scoring position.
Yeah, good job. Just drive that one down the line. Like I said, Neareye again got some speed. Not quite as fast as the other guys, but once he put that ball,
he got mad at me for saying that last year.
Yeah, the Weigarter got mad at me last year for saying he wasn't quite as fast as maybe Ragsdale or Taylor too. So we don't let him. I don't like to have him go back and listen to the game. But he kind of lined that one over third baseman's head, and once he did that, it was going to be a long run for the left fielder to go get it. So he easily takes second standing up.
Dorsey now with a great chance to give the Hermits an extra insurance run as we head into the late innings of this game.
Yeah, it's one of those games where, like, you're cruising along. It's 2-1. It's going quick. All of a sudden, the Hermits would have came back out in the top of the sixth when next time they're throwing, and that's great. But one mistake, one error, one double. All of a sudden, Hammonton. One mistake, one error, one double. All of a sudden, Hammonton had a chance to tie the game. So it's good to get that one insurance run there, but be even bigger if they can get Neareye across the plate too.
On one count now to Dorsey with 2 outs. Neareye over at second. Hermits looking to extend their lead. As off-speed pitch there from Guerriere. Drops down a little low for ball one.
He's doing a good job. I mean, we're in the bottom of the fifth, so he's gone through 4 2/3, but he's up to 88 pitches, so I don't know if he'll get much past the sixth unless he can make some quick outs.
Especially since he's starting to get hit around a little more this inning. I mean, I think there's a shot this could be it for him as he's going to approach 90.
I think you're right. I don't see anybody in the bullpen for Hammonton, but when you're at a team like this, sometimes you're the next.
Probably somebody who's on the field right now, yeah. 2-1 count now to Dorsey. Curveball, and that's Neareye waits for it. Shortstop's got it, makes the throw over. Oh, no, and it's dropped. You don't see that too often, but that's a tough break there for Hammonton.
It was a good play there by Neareye to kind of like just stutter in front of the shortstop, make that play a little bit longer, but still he got the throw in plenty of time. The first team just popped in and out of the first baseman's glove.
Yeah, that could be costly if Cole Fry is able to do what he did last at bat. Had a single last time. Dorsey over at first. If I'm a betting man, he's stealing on these either first or second pitch. Not on that one. And Fry, first baseman, unable to get to it, and he's going to get himself a single. Dorsey's going to get all the way over to third, and that's where he'll stay. So an RBI signal for Cole Fry, and the Hermits extend the lead to 4-1.
So that's actually one of those ones we're talking about where the first baseman got his glove to it. And again, if you get your glove to it, you're usually kind of hoping to make that play. But because Dorsey was on first, the first baseman was covering the bag, holding him on, and so if he was in his normal spot, he just blocks it with his body, tags the base. So because Dorsey was there, he had to hold him on. Kind of leads to that hit and a run for the Hermits.
And inside there, first pitch to DeMarchi, so it'll be a 1-0 count to him. Fry over at first, Dorsey now over at third. 2 outs. Hermits already put up 2 in this inning, looking to see if they can get any more. As DeMarchi swings at that one. Fly ball into right field. Right fielder charging in, makes the grab. And Hammonton gets out of this one, but the Hermits able to make some damage. Score now 4-1. Feeling a lot more comfortable about this one, but we still got 2 more innings to go. See if Hammonton can make a comeback. Burnley back on the mound. We'll be right back.
Toyota of Vineland. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. Toyota of Vineland. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. Toyota of
Top of the 6th inning now in Richland. Michael Burnley back out for his 2nd inning of work. Was able to get through that first one without any runs allowed, only 1 walk. First pitch swinging from Guerriere over to shortstop. Weingartner's got to hurry, and he's just not going to throw it over. He'll eat it. So an infield signal for Guerriere. Just put it in the right, nice spot. Able to get down the line quickly.
Yeah, it looks like Oliver started to charge it, but then stopped. Maybe didn't think he was going to get there. Maybe figured Weingartner was going to have a better play. But as a third baseman, you always want to, if you can get to it, you want to take
usually the third
that.
baseman, you get whatever you want.
Yeah, you're headed towards the bag, where Weingartner's going to be headed away. So by the time Widener, and I don't know if he would have got there if he kept going, but by the time Gardner got to the ball, he really didn't have a play at first. So he ate it, left the runner at first.
So runner now on first, no outs. First pitch from Burnley in for a strike.
I said only a 3-run lead right now. The Hermits would love to have Burnley see this one through in the last 2 innings.
I think another thing to take note of is pinch runner in for courtesy runner, in for Guerriere. So assuming he's going to come out for another inning of work. He's now at 92 pitches, so doesn't have much more to work with.
At this point, he's over 90, so he's got to sit the 4 days.
Yeah, so he might as well just leave him in there.
Might as well. And the courtesy runner doesn't really guarantee it. Like if they think he's faster, they might just be like, "Hey, we still want a pitcher. We can use him." But I think you're right. I think you're over 92. He's not been throwing terrible, but they'll definitely have somebody ready to go. As you can see, some activity down in the Hammonton bullpen.
Yeah, there's somebody's down there looking like.
Yeah, we can't see. It's a lefty, so we can't see the numbers really from here, especially with these
number
dark blue
15 or 16.
Yeah,
looks
dark
like.
blue numbers on black jerseys. Kind of hard to see from my angle. Plus, I'm getting old. But
1-2 count now for Burnley. Fastball, blow by right there, swing and a miss. So a quick out there, a nice pitch, just using the velocity on that fastball.
No, but you're right. Your scouting report on Burnley is if he's throwing strikes, he's got good stuff. He's hard to hit. So gets a strikeout there on 4 pitches.
So 1 out now. See if he can get something low. Try to turn 2. Hermits have tried a couple times so far today. Did it a couple times last week when I was announcing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Weingartner and Taylor are very good defensively. They've had some mistakes this year, which is is a little concerning, but the talent's there, so hopefully they kind of get that ironed out as we go into the season, but they can definitely turn some, double plays.
2-0 count now. Burnley gonna have his 25th pitch now with this one. And that one's high for ball 3. Find the zone again now, 3-0 count.
Yeah, I mean, as good as he looked the last batter, striking out on 4 pitches. Like I said, he struggled a little bit here. Just got to keep finding the zone.
I think that's where, consistency is just going to come with time, The more innings you get, the more you're going to feel comfortable out there, be able to throw those strikes consistently. As that one's just high, so 4-pitch walk. And runners now on first and second. So things looking a little more interesting. And looks like Coach Nay's going to go out there to talk with them. Just going to try to calm him down probably a little bit.
So while Coach Nay goes out there to talk, we can take a look at the PowerPoints. This is presented by Will Morris, our statistician and PA guy. So as you can see right now, the Hermits if the season were to end today, I know the Classics ends, the Hermits would hold on to that number 1 spot with 513 power points. If you look all the way to the right, that's the max power points. The Hermits can get up to 569. Not a whole lot of teams can even catch them right now. I think only Metuchen can get past them on their potential points, so they're 513 there right now. So worst they're going to be is number 2. Now, obviously, those numbers could change the way teams add games in with the county tournaments. Like, the Hermits number could go up if they win Saturday, and then all of a sudden they have another game versus GC or Lenape. Their potential could go up. But the Hermits looking pretty decent so far for that. There's the game breakdown, so you can see they get 30 from Hammonton today. They get 46 from Kingsway if they're able to beat them, 37 from Jackson Memorial later. So they're looking good for home field advantage throughout the playoffs if they keep this up.
Yeah, I mean, we saw last year they kind of fall into a skid in the second half of the season. Of course, picked it up in the playoffs, but got to make sure to just kind of keep doing what you're doing. We saw, they haven't been scoring as much runs as they were earlier in the year, but still finding a way to win games, some good pitching.
Yeah, I mean, that's what good baseball teams do. Like, you're never going to always hit, you're never going to always pitch, but you just got to find the way to eke out a game, make things happen, like they did against Red Bank last year in the South Jersey final.
0-1 count now. Batter tried to call time, but did give it to him.
Infield fly.
Yeah, and that's what it's going to be. So Oliver makes the grab, so it'll be 2 outs.
Yeah, obviously the talk from Coach Ney worked. Probably just told him, settle down, throw strikes, dude. Like, your stuff's good. You don't need to get too fancy with it right now. Yeah, just be aggressive.
Sometimes you see it. Sometimes those mound visits aren't always serious. You see in the movies, sometimes. But so he's going there, just calm down.
A little Bull Durham or something.
Yeah. Good pitch there, and for strike 1. On 1 count now to top of the order, back up for Hammonton. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, top of the 6th, and the pitch. That one lined into center field. Dorsey trying to dive. It can be a tough play, and he's going to let it drop. So 1 run is going to score. RBI single there. Hammonton able to make this game a little closer. Score now 4-2.
Yeah, Dorsey kind of held up, froze for a second, didn't get the quickest read on it, so he couldn't make it like a diving attempt. Probably costing the chance to get that. Not that he necessarily would have got it anyway. But, lands in front of Dorsey. Stays runners at first and second, but the original runner at second will score. Hermits now only have a 2-run lead.
Cole Bagnall now up to bat for second time? Fourth time? Third or fourth?
Third, yeah.
Not second. Runners on first and second once again for him. Off-speed pitch from Burnley, high, ball 1.
Yeah, just forget about that hit. Just go after him. Right now you see...
You don't want to load the bases here. Yep, 2 runs. You just want to get out of this one. See what they want to do in the 7th. They want to keep him in for 1 more.
It depends. If he's able to get out of here without giving up a run, I think...
Yeah, that would look like a strike, but it's going to be called a ball a little outside.
But if Burley's able to get out of here without giving up a run, I think they'll give him the 7th. We have nobody in the pen, but Pogorski's thrown with DeJong, and I'm thinking that might be more Pogorski in case of emergency than DeJong kind of loosened his arm up after throwing a lot of pitches yesterday. So Pogorski, again, that's the talented sophomore that we're probably going to have to see at some point this week, just like I said, how many games the Hermits have got.
There you go, right there. Keep it there. Strike 1.
Pogorski, good kid, great student in my class, but I'd prefer to not see him today. Just that means Burnley's pitching well. We can get out of here. Yeah, I don't.
Made a run in the 3-on-3 tournament too.
Oh yeah,
another multi-sport
basketball team. But yeah, hopefully hopefully Pogorski we can see him tomorrow.
2-2 count now. Burnley bouncing back a little bit through 2 balls, now 2 strikes, looking to get out of this one. I just go right back to the fastball.
Yeah, don't get fancy. 2 fastballs in the zone. You should be able to get it by him.
2-2 count, 2 outs, top of the 6th. And the pitch, off speed and called.
Great
strike
pitch.
3. Excellent pitch from Burnley, just drops right through the strike zone. The Hermits get through this one, give up 1 run, but the score is still 4-2. Looking to get some insurance runs on the bottom of the 6th. Stay tuned.
Family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you. He knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide. Family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you who knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide. Family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you who knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury.
Bryce Oliver going to lead it off for the Hermits here in the bottom of the sixth. Guerrier out there for his sixth inning of work. He's going to have 18 more pitches to deal with before he hits the limit. So hoping for a quick one here. Hammonton's still down 2, hoping to keep it like that and see if they can go on a bit of a rally in the 7th. But the Hermits looking to help themselves out a little bit.
So yeah, I mean, ideally at least answer what Hammonton did in the 6th. Though looks like Hermits have Ryan Weingartner up in the pen. So I wonder if an insurance run here would be great because then you can throw Burnley back out, maybe save Weingartner. Ooh.
And Oliver gets a hold of that one. That'll be deep into left field. Left fielder is under it though, and he's going to make the catch. So good contact there from Oliver, but once again, kind of just unfortunate in where he placed it.
Yeah, good play there by the left fielder to make the grab. So it'll bring up Sofran, but yeah, I was saying that hopefully we can get one in. You can leave Burnley, close out the game. Like I said, so if Weingartner goes in today, he could close it out. If he stays, I mean, I guess he does. It's really.
I don't think Weingartner's a guy you really have to worry about that much with usage. I mean, he usually only goes one inning.
Yes, yeah. So it's I think under 30. You can never pitch more than 150 in a 5-game period, and you can't pitch 3 days in a row. You can pitch if you're under 30. You can go again the next day. So hypothetically, even if he goes over 30, which if he's going over 30 in the top of the 7th, we got problems. And
Sofran hits that one hard and deep as well, back into left field. Left fielder going back, and it is
a home run.
Gone. Austin Sofran with the homer there, showing some power there in the 9-hole, and the Hermits get that insurance run you were talking about. Your score now 5-2.
Yeah, it seems like we just got to get to the 5th, 6th, 7th inning, and Sofran just starts hitting the cover off the ball. As they'll get the cone the Hermits have been using for their home run hitter.
I like that.
Yeah, apparently they found it at the game at RV at whatever park they were playing in, and they just decided, you know what?
Might as well, you know.
But yeah, great job there by Sofran. But yeah, like I said, it seems like 5th, 6th, 7th inning. Yeah, 5th, 6th, 7th inning. Sofran's just been really driving the ball. Like I said, the double, the game-winning hit yesterday, the double against game-winning hit against Cherokee. So good clutch hitting.
Taylor shows bunt, pulls it back. So it'll be ball 1 to him. Ball 2, excuse me. But yeah, that was one of those ones. He just really just popped off the bat. Didn't really, I mean, looked like a home run off the bat.
And yes, I mean, honestly, I could see that. Like as we were talking about it.
As Taylor hits that one hard, it'll be his second hit of the day, and for a single.
As we were talking about pitch counts, so he could be under 30, throw again. They might even just want to throw him today. Trying to hopefully keep his pitch count low, but you might throw Weingartner again today just to get his arm going, because if hypothetically you need him on Saturday, you want him to be ready. I think that he struggled a little bit against Paulsboro when he came in. He got the save, but
made it a little closer than he wanted to.
I think it might have been he just hasn't had many innings, because when the Hermits have been, even Kingsway, they're 10 run in Kingsway, 10 run in Atlantic City, 10 run in this team, that team, and then when they've been throwing Lavari, they've been going to Gaines, and Gaines has been pitching well, so he hasn't had to bring in Weingartner. You know what I mean? Just use that 1-2 punch. So they might even just want to bring him in here just to, get him the feel back of the game before maybe you really have that important one on Saturday.
But nevertheless, we got a pitching change here. Guerrier is going to finish his day, so we'll be right back as the lefty's now on the mound for Hammonton.
Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over...
Hermits having a good inning so far. After that, Austin Sofran home run. Ryan Taylor then singled. So we got a pitching change here for Hammonton, their first of the day, as number 16, Ryan Beebe, is going to come in to throw the lefty. Taylor over at first, 1 out so far in this inning. As I'll throw back, Taylor gets back easily. Have to wait an extra split second when you got a lefty on the mound. Hopefully, trying to hope he doesn't have to steal if you're Hammonton.
Yeah, you always got to see his move too first, because like it's a huge varying degree. If you can have a lethal, great jump there.
Oh, and Ragsdale spoils it as he fouls it off.
Yeah, he took that secondary lead and like as like almost a hesitation.
Yeah.
He was so far off the bag, and then
We've seen a couple times. I remember the last time. I forget which team it was. It might have been Paulsboro, where we'll see a lefty on the mound, and regardless of the pickoff, Ragsdale and Taylor still got steals off of it. So the pitcher throws back over to the first, but we're already over there at second, and it doesn't even matter. I mean, they'll even sometimes disregard the pickoff at times.
Yeah. Taylor, I think, had a couple stolen bases where he was getting picked off. Like, yeah. I thought maybe he wanted it, but they throw over to first, and by the time the first baseman throws a second, he's already there.
See what to do here. He'll wait on that one, so it'll be low, ball 2. Taylor, another solid lead. I'm thinking he's going here. Nope, never mind. As Ragsdale rips that one down the line, and it's just going to curve just foul. So 1 out now still. 1-2 count to Ragsdale. He's had a good game so far. A couple steals, runs scored. 2 runs scored, actually, I think.
Yeah, I think he walked, then he's
yeah.
Stole, or
he had tug up. Yeah.
He had that single. Actually, he might have at least 2 hits. Yeah, if he had the single and then the other one off the catcher's glove, which I think they, I'm not the catcher, the first baseman's glove, but I think they still gave him the infield hit.
Beebe looks back, throws low for ball 2 to Ragsdale. Beebe looking bare down here. As Ragsdale waits for that one.
Popped up, though. Pretty high. Center fielder.
Yep. Gets under it, makes the grab. He waited for that one, too. Looked like a pitch he could hit, but just missed it. Popped up, flies out. It's 2 outs now in this inning for Weingartner.
Shortstop Ryan Weingartner.
Saw him warming up early this inning, so we'll see what Coach Bylon wants to do. If he wants to throw out Burnley for one more, or you were saying earlier, kind of give him a bit of a warm-up inning here, get him ready for when he's likely needed. As I said earlier, Taylor does that often sometimes, and he gets the steal off the pickoff.
And I think he just baits him into it. I think he just knows that like the pitcher's got to go to first. If he moves on first movement, he's gonna get there. Like the pitcher's first movement, whether it's to home or towards the base, he's so far off the bag that he's gonna get him. They're honestly better off maybe trying to catch him in first movement, step back off the mound, not just lift the leg and then go to first. If you step back off the mound, you might be able to catch him in that spot.
Because usually on a steal, since the lefty can turn over, you got to wait the extra second to make sure he's going towards home. But Taylor, I think he just thinks, you know what, regardless if he tries to pick me off, I can still take that bag. So just
going
completely
again.
disregards. There you go, yeah. And he's going to get there. The catcher's not even going to have time to throw it over. Showing the wheels. Hermits, I mean, maybe at least 8 steals today, if I had to guess. I mean, just really being aggressive on the base path.
Yeah, I mean, you have 4 alone from in just 2 at bats from Ragsdale and Taylor. And just their 2.
Dorsey has 1 or 2, I think, and yeah. Off-speed pitch there outside for ball 2. Hammonton looking to get out of this one with any more damage done. They'll have one more half inning to try to make this a game again, but Hermits looking comfortable right now as that one's low for ball 3.
Yeah, 3-0, Weingartner, the Hermits' best hitter, arguably. You figure maybe he's not going to come into him. But the thing is, the Hermits getting a little healthy again. Even with the walk to Weingartner there, you can make the argument once he got behind 0-2, maybe he just doesn't want to give Weingartner a pitch to hit. Is with Kyle Neary back in the lineup, it's another
he doubled last time.
Yeah, pretty strong bat. So it's not like it really gets much easier for you going from Weingartner to Neary.
It just shows the the strength of this lineup. Your best hitter's at the top. Your 9-hole hitter just hit a home run. Fry's like the 6-hole hitter. He's got 2 hits today. So it just shows it's a very all-around lineup. Your best guys might be the 1 through 4, but doesn't mean that once you get through them, it's going to be any easier.
Down
and
the
as
line,
you said,
fair ball.
Yep, there he does it again. So an RBI signal for Neary. Scores now 6-2.
Yeah, it's the second one. He hugged him down the line. The other one was a little faster, a little closer to the line. This one still beats the third baseman. Again, that's not that the third baseman missed it. That was just a good hard hit by Neary. Scores the run, gets himself a single.
Dorsey now back up. Clouds are really cleared up here now. Sun's shining. 2 outs. First pitch to Dorsey in the dirt.
Almost hits him.
Neary wanted to go, but Weingartner stays over at second. So it'll be a 1-0 count to Dorsey. BB gets his sign, kicks and deals, and the pitch. Low, ball 2.
He's been missing his spots, not locating his pitches the last couple batters. I mean, he walked Weingartner. Like I said, you can make the argument that maybe he's trying to pitch around him. First pitch swinging from Neary, and then, again, 2 straight balls to Dorsey.
Hammonton just looking to get out of this one, but Hermits are not making it easy for them, and that next pitch to Dorsey is a ball as well. So BB now struggling just to find the zone. Three-0 count. Runners on first and second. BB steps off. As we said, our next stream of Hermits baseball will be on Saturday as they take on Kingsway in the Diamond Classic semifinals. As BB finally gets a strike there to Dorsey.
Yeah, busy week. Basically a stream every day because we had lacrosse yesterday, baseball Tuesday, baseball Monday. Tomorrow we'll have volleyball versus Hammonton. And then you said Saturday baseball, and then we'll even have Sunday rugby.
Don't get a lot of Sunday streams.
No, not too many, but rugby likes to play some of the games on Sunday, so we'll be here. That's so far out. I'll even have to check to see if we wrap around in the next week. No, it looks like so. We do get Monday off from the stream, but basically you got today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, then Tuesday Millville will be the next one after that, and then actually hits Dorsey.
Yep, just nipped him on the back, so that'll load the bases for Fry. He's 2 for 3 today.
Hermit's up to 11 hits on the day. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy looking at the schedule. Obviously, we won't have the Diamond Classic final if the Hermits are lucky enough to make it, because that'll be a neutral site. But after Tuesday baseball Millville, the next one I have on our schedule is lacrosse playoffs round 1 on the following Saturday, which could be a bye, but shows you're already getting in late in the season. Playoffs is already coming up within less than a week and a half.
Pretty quick. Fry fouls that one off, so it'll be 2 strikes now to him.
Yeah, I mean, 4 runs is a good lead, but 1 single here will pretty much clinch that. Blow the game wide open. So hopefully Fry can put 1 in play.
0-2 count, 2 outs to him. BB with the pitch, and he lines that one deep into right field. The right fielder, he's been busy today. He gets under it. Makes the grab, so Hammonton gets out of that one. Gives up 2 more runs, though. The Hermits add on some insurance. So they got a 4-run lead heading into the top of the 7th. We'll see who comes out to try to close it. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web at atlanticmedicalimaging.com. Atlantic Medical Imaging. Experience you can trust.
Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have
Top of the 7th now here in Richland. Ryan Weingartner into the game. The closer looking to finish this one off and get himself another save. Gavin West going to lead it off for Hammonton, but we've seen Weingartner really not been too busy this year, hasn't, because the Hermits usually don't really need a closer in a lot of their bigger wins, but going to give him an inning today, as you know, you're expecting you're going to need him again on Saturday, so looking to see if he can get this one a nice quick inning.
Yeah, Burnley was pitching well. That's why I think you just want to get Weingartner going on the mound, get him, into the flow of things, because it popped up.
Yep, popped up. Dorsey, but Ragsdale will call him off, so Ragsdale makes the grab. We see things get a little funky on the field whenever Weingartner goes into pitch, so Taylor will move over to shortstop. Dave Capuccio going to come in to play second.
Yeah, Capuccio kind of like Oliver last year. Oliver was a junior, was in this exact situation.
A
couple of bats would come in when Weingartner went to the mound, and they would bump him in. Now Oliver's starting third baseman, so Capuccio does that. And Capuccio, I mean, like I said, he's just one of those. He's just stuck behind a lot of talent in front of him. He's a pretty good hit player himself. Even the other day, he had a good first to third as he was pinch running, so I'm sure he'll be chomping at the bit to get some more at bats, especially this year and especially next year.
Especially next year when they're good. He's probably gonna have much more of a bigger role. That pitch a little outside, so 2-0 count. Excuse me now. Next pitch from Weingartner. That one fouled off. Almost hit someone back there.
Yeah, lined right at him.
See, Weingarten got a little zip on that fastball, so the batter a little back in the box. That one's high for ball 3. 3-1 count now to Adamucci.
Yes, I mean, like a lot of these teams, you think Weingarten should have an advantage, so that's where you just got to throw strikes and we make them beat you, especially with a 4-run lead.
And nope, he's going to walk him there, so Adamucci's going to take first.
It's a good bat there by him. Just drew the walk after the first batter flew out in a couple pitches. But like I said, if you're Weingarten, you could walk the next guy and still the next run. The next run is not tying it up. So just I'd attack these guys. Focus on throwing strikes. You got a little bit of a buffer.
Weingarten down the stretch. That one low for ball 1. We saw this be the issue against Paulsboro, where he kind of struggled with his location earlier on before he kind of figured it out as the inning went on. But
yeah, but you don't want to put too many guys on because then that one hit and all of a sudden you're scoring a couple.
That one's popped up once again. Dorsey charge again. We'll see who's going to grab it. Dorsey calls Capuccio off. He makes the grab. Throws back to first, and he gets the out there as well. So Mason Dorsey showing the cannon off, and the Hermits get out of this one nice and quickly. Weingarten only 9 pitches, and your final score, Hermits win 6-2 and advance to 17-1 on the year. Nice play right there to end it off.
Yeah, I got a little aggressive going with the bag, which I'm not sure why you want to do that too much because, you're not the tying run, but great heads-up play and arm by Dorsey. That'll do it. Hermits take a win. Win's a win. Hermits will be back at it, tomorrow at Hammonton?
Yeah, so our next stream for baseball will be on Saturday in the semifinals of the Joe Hartman Diamond Classic as the Hermits take on Kingsway. Another stream tomorrow as the Hermits volleyball takes on Hammonton. So please make sure to tune into those ones and keep track on Hermits Athletics on all of our social media pages. But for now, I'm Jimmy Bachman. I was happy to be joined alongside Mr. Tom Brumell today. We'll see you next time, and as always, go Hermits.